Yo, what's up everyone? I'm out on the water on a new lake. Never been here, never even seen it. Know nothing really about it. Heard about it from a buddy, and that's really about it. And I've caught 6 already. Shallow, deep, flipping, wake bait's crushing them. I caught just a good, pretty decent one, about 3 pounds on a wake bait. But I've got like a beaver hut over here that I'm gonna go flip again because I caught one, I lost one, and there's a ton of fish around it. So yeah, see if we can find anything over there. So I'm coming up to this beaver hut, and you'll see it. There's some fish right there. Oh, fish. You'll see the beaver hut. Coming into focus here in a second. Part of it. There's trees right here. Look at all the fish around it. Look at all these fish. Granted, these are probably bluegill, maybe crappie, but there's definitely bass mixed in. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. A week and a half later or something like that. I don't know. The video I just posted about fishing the beaver hut on this new lake and fishing offshore, all that kind of stuff. I don't even know what happened to the other video, so that's why it's a week and a half later and I couldn't get it out. But I'm gonna at least go through what I used. My combos, what I used, what I've been using lately, just because they've been fire. I've been catching them around here, been catching them up north, just pretty much switching it up, trying to find a little bit different strategy than what everybody else is doing. Just because everybody else is throwing like jigs and all that kind of stuff, which I normally do, but I switched it up. And when you saw that video of me flipping the beaver hut and fishing kind of offshore in that beaver hut, I was mainly throwing what I call a power finesse. I was throwing this little shaky head. Now it's a small shaky head, but that doesn't mean you can't throw it on a little bit heavier line, because I was throwing around a lot of cover. I was throwing around the beaver huts, a lot of laydowns, trees, flipping in cover, all that kind of stuff, just because they wanted a little bit more finesse presentation, a little bit more pressured lakes, so I was throwing it a little bit lighter presentation. So I'm throwing it on this. This is the Omega Savior head. This is an 1/8 ounce. This is a screw lock head with the Jean LaRue salty shaky head, green pumpkin, black flake. Pretty much the only color I use of the shaky heads. I'm throwing it on the Dobyns DX702 HP. So it's a finesse rod. It is a lighter rod, but I'm throwing it on, I think this is 15 or 17 pounds in Vizex. On my 8:1:1 Steez Limited, 8:1:1 gear ratio, picks up line a lot faster. It's got the finesse shell spool, so I can throw these light baits without any problem. But I'm throwing a little bit heavier line just because I was throwing it in that deep cover and trying to horse out these fish. I caught a couple 4-pounders into cover, around the cover, so when they would dog me down into that cover, it was no problem because I was using a little bit thicker line. Typically when I'm throwing a shaky head, it's 8-10 pound line, but I sized up to, I think this is 15 or 16 pound line. So that was my main one. This is what I caught most of my fish on that lake. I've been also using it on every other lake I've been going to, and I've been catching a ton of fish on it as well, which is awesome. And then if they wouldn't get that, or if I had to do a little bit heavier, a little bit quicker presentation, I was throwing the, this is a 1/2 ounce weight with the Biospawn, Biobug, and Biocrawl. This is a June bug color. Pegged, of course. This is 20-pound line. Throwing it on my Xtasy 755. Again, a Steez Limited 8-1-1. This has got a ZPI spool. Just consistent braking. It is great for flip hitting pitching. It is just an awesome combo to use. They were crushing this as well. I actually went through all my Vile bugs, so I had to go to the Vile craws, and I just restocked my Biospawn box with more bugs and craws because they've been crushing that color as well. And if you've not seen these are Cal Coast bait sacks. I get asked all the time about what these little things are. They're only like $7 or $8. Typically used for like trouble hook stuff, like my wake baits, spinner baits, all that kind of stuff, crank baits. You can get your A-rig, all that stuff. But I usually just put anything in there so I'm not hooking the bait and taking the bait off the hook and all that kind of stuff and ripping plastics up. The other baits that I was using, just your typical run and gun stuff, spinnerbait and my custom wake baits. I've kept this color on for like a month and it has been crushing it. I actually need to paint a couple more because I'm going back up north. This is my unicorn fart one. It is an awesome smallmouth, largemouth, dirty water, clean water, does not matter. For some reason, they absolutely are crushing it lately. It's just been an awesome color. And my buddy up north has been crushing it on my secondary color that I toss up there. I don't know if I can get it out. Since I've been jamming them in there. But it is my Ghostface Killer Shag color, which I can't seem to get out right now because I stuck the hooks in. Sweet. So that is my Ghostface Killer Shag color. I need to cut the line so I can use it. This is an incredible smallmouth and largemouth color as well. I actually just got more wake baits in and I'm painting a bunch of orders up. So I gotta paint more up for myself. But they're going after those two colors. Again, it keeps all your stuff out of the way. I'm throwing my wake bait on. This is the Kaden 714. This is 20-pound Seagar in VizX. This is a Daiwa Steez A 7-1-1, custom tricked out, ZPI, all that kind of stuff. But I've been using that lately, catching smallmouth and largemouth pretty much around Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. And my last bait is my custom spinnerbait from Omega. If you haven't seen it yet, this is my custom Genesis TI that I came up with. Painted the skirt, or painted the head to match the skirt. Added a little rainbow trout swim bait on there to match the skirt with the kicker, chartreuse blade, gold blade, and then the tie up here. So been killing them with this as well, just in that kind of dingy green water, stain water. There seems to be a lot of algae bloom going on right now, like a late summer algae bloom. Might be a third or fifth one or something like that. But I'm throwing this on my Kaden 713. That is a ½ ounce. It's about as much as I will go on the 713. Again, 20-pound Seagar in VizX. Steez 6-3-1. This is a Steez A. Pink knobs. But that's pretty much what I've been using lately to whack the crap out of fish. I also have another combo that we went out the other day. I'll show that one and a new bait that I'm coming out with. So smash that thumbs up, guys. Post down below. Hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.